What's good, everybody? King Kenji here for A Gunner Gaming, and I did not want to address this. I did not want to make a video about this. I did not want to talk about it at all because I simply do not care about this game. However, so many people keep making egregious claims and things that are just wrong that I have to just set things straight. So let's get this started. First thing first, give props where props are due. Yes, Palworld came out and it was a big success. It's, last I checked, hit 8 million. That's good. That's great. That's fantastic, especially for any developer. However, just because you hit 8 million does not mean you get the right to start saying you're better than Pokemon. No. That's not how that works. And for one, it's a different audience coming at it. Coming out swinging at Pokemon because you hit 8 million would be like going into the gym, bench pressing 1,000, which is better than anyone in there, and then thinking you're going to run across Saitama and 1v1 him. Nah, that's not going to end good for you. There are two completely different audiences playing these games. I don't care how you look at it. Yes, they have monsters that may or may not be copyright infringing copycats of Pokemon, but that's where the similarities end. The game is more like Rune Factory or Ark. It's like Ark Survival but with Pokemon. The gameplay is nothing like Pokemon. I know, I just spent the last weekend blowing up Pokemon Violet, playing all kind of raid battles and EV training. So I can tell you that they're very, very different gameplay wise. A lot of people seem to also like it for the memes, where I have people posting videos all on my timeline saying things like, oh, the best thing about Palworld, and it's them just stabbing, enslaving, and just doing otherwise inhumane things to their pals. I'm glad that's not in Pokemon, and I hope that never is in Pokemon. Again, if I am trying to play a game to scratch that Pokemon itch, to just give me those things that I as a Pokemon fan would want, Palworld isn't it. It just does not give me that satisfying gameplay loop that I want. I don't get the comparisons. Outside of them both having Pokemon, they play completely different and they're nothing alike. If I wanted a monster game with guns in it, then I would just play my favorite monster game, which is Shin Megami Tensei, or my second favorite, which is Digimon. That's right, Pokemon is actually my number 3. I would say both sides need to calm down, but it's not both sides. It's a vocal minority on the Pokemon side, and it's the Palworld fans, the rabid Palworld fans that really need to cool their jets. You can't even go on an Instagram post for Pokemon without all the Palworld fans jumping on going, Palworld better, oh, it does Pokemon better. No, it doesn't. Again, you cannot tell me someone who really wants a Pokemon experience, not Pokemon with guns experience, but the experience that Pokemon has become with the EV training and the shiny hunting and the raid battles and the min-maxing your teams to get all the stuff that you like out of Pokemon. You can't get that experience from Palworld. Why are you jumping on Pokemon media and Pokemon posts talking about Palworld? It doesn't concern you. Meanwhile, the Pokemon fans, they're just talking about the game. I just saw a Pokemon post on my YouTube feed, and it's just the fans talking about the game and their own theories about how they think some of the legendaries came to be. For the most part, we just chilling. We like, all right, whatever. We don't care. Both games can coexist because they're different enough. I don't even think the Pokemon company sees Palworld as competition, and they shouldn't because it doesn't play like their game. Are there things that the Pokemon company can do that they take from Palworld to make a better Pokemon game? I doubt it. I highly doubt it. You know, some people will claim graphics, but I'm like, okay, as far as I know, that's AI generated, and does that really count? Because you're just borrowing from other stuff? And even if they're not AI generated graphics, I'm like, Pokemon has a whole lot more computations and things going on in the background. Like, again, when you have less stuff going on, you can have more graphical fidelity and it doesn't eat up all the space for your game. So that's for one reason why they would look different graphically. It's kind of like every generation, the best looking game is always a racing sim because you just have to render car, track, environment. That's it. And car physics. Not a whole lot of demand right there, so you can have a lot of space to free up and make very graphically impressive games. So for the love of all things sacred, Palworld fans, please shut the heck up and play your game. If you're enjoying it, that's good, that's great. Play your game and shut up. because no amount of complaining and belittling the game that I like is going to make me like your game. I do not care. I never had interest in it from the first moment I saw it years back. I saw a bunch of Pokemon-like creatures in the sweatshop making guns and thought, that looks dumb. That doesn't appeal to me. Which proves my point. Nothing they do will probably ever appeal to me because that's not what I want. I don't even like the motif. I don't like the setting. I just don't like it. If I want Pokemon, I'm gonna play Pokemon. If I want something a little bit edgier with guns that is like Pokemon, I'm gonna play Digimon. I literally have a nun that shoots at people with guns on that game. So yeah, calling it Pokemon with guns is just wrong and very wrong. Making comparisons is just wrong and very wrong. Did the game do good? Is it still doing good now sales-wise? Yes. Yes, it is. But should it try to take on the giant that is Pokemon, even though it's completely different gameplay-wise? No. No, it should not, unless it wants to get embarrassed. But that's all I have to say about that. That's my take on it. Hopefully people see this, watch this, comment, like, share, show it to other people, and then they'll maybe see that, look, these two games can coexist because they're different. One is Pokemon. Pokemon at its finest, as far as gameplay goes, and perfecting their craft. And the other one is just Ark Survival or Rune Factory with Pokemon-like creatures if they were made by Wish.com or Temu. So yeah, Palworld, Pokemon, apples and oranges. Stop the comparisons.